Yes.
Hello everyone. A very good morning to all of you. I'm Sridevi Shankar. I'm from Wisconsin. And it's so good to be with all of you today in this morning to share some wisdom from one of the New Age Masters. First, my deepest gratitudes to Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji for giving us this simple yet powerful technique of Anapanasati meditation. And also my gratitude to Dr. GK, who introduced meditation to me and my family. And last but not least, my sincere gratitude to PMC USA and to all of you for being here in this 9-day journey with me today. Thank you for this opportunity. So today we will be sharing, I will be sharing about Abraham Hicks. Some of you might have heard about her. She's a New Age master with a lot of wisdom. I've gained so much knowledge from her. I'll be sharing my screen. So today, before we move on to listening to the wisdom of Abraham Hicks, I want you to just ponder upon this question. How are you feeling today? I know it's early in the morning, so please type in the chat and you can use any of the words in the wheel or you can come up with your own word. For me, I feel grateful for this opportunity to be with all of you today. So I'm going to look at the chat. Peaceful, Srilata, thank you. Happy, thank you, Deepthi. I feel happy, thank you. Great to see all these. Okay, maybe I'll let you guys type up in the chat if you are if you can type up, that would be great. If some of you who cannot type up, you can give a heart shape to how you're feeling. If you're grateful, okay. Nice to hear these words. So the next one is, we'll start off with the quotation from Esther Hicks, for whom I'm going to talk about, whose wisdom today. And her quotation right here is, she has some beautiful quotations. If you look Esther Hicks quotes you online, you will find beautiful quotes. This is something that I liked. You are free, you are powerful, you are good, you are love, you have value, you have purpose, all is well. So all of us have all these unique characteristics, right? We just have to realize that we have all of them. So this is a great quote to start off our day. And coming to Abraham Hicks, her original name is Esther Hicks, and she's like an inspirational and motivational speaker who, with her husband, Jerry Hicks, she has done thousands of workshops on law of attraction. Actually, Louise Hay, which we heard the wisdom yesterday from one of our masters, she says Abraham Hicks is one of the greatest teacher in the universe. Even Dr. Dan Dyer says she is the valuable teacher on the earth planet. So we are going to see, how did she get the name Abraham Hicks? So Abraham Hicks is, Abraham is a group of conscious masters, like a group of consciousness from a non-dimensional space. So some people call it as a channeling. Like some of you might have heard Jane Roberts, who got the wisdom of Seth, right? Seth wisdom through channeling. Jane Roberts has given Seth's wisdom. So some people call Abraham is channeled through Esther Hicks. But what Esther says is she's drawing that inspiration from this source of energy, like from Abraham. So she call it as infinite intelligence that is coming through her and sharing all the wisdom that it is for the welfare of the humankind. So here, if you see, so Abraham Hicks calls vortex. She uses the word vortex a lot. Some of you might have heard this word in a different context, but when I first heard the word vortex, I didn't really quite get it. What is the vortex? So it is the alignment with our source energy. We all have that infinite intelligence, infinite source energy within us, which is the resource for us. But in order to tap into it, we need to tune into that frequency. For example, if we want to tune into a radio station and you want to listen to some songs, but if you're listening to a news station, you cannot listen to the songs, right? You have to tune into the actual frequency in order to get the program that you desire. So we all have to tune into the frequency in order to get the results that we all need. And this is where we all know this information, but how are we implementing in our lives? How are we being aligned with our source energy? So she says, being in the vortex and being out of the vortex. So how can you know like whether you are in the vortex or when you are not in the vortex? So today, for instance, when I asked you, how are you feeling? Some of you said happy, some of you said grateful. So these are all like the feelings that you are in the vortex. So if there is a feeling like desperate, frustrated, using like sad, worry, and you are like, not happy with the situation or with the person, you're out of the vortex because you're not in alignment with the source energy. So this is something that we need to like be aware. We need to be aware of like, whether we are in the vortex or out of the vortex. So when I learned about this, it seemed to be, we all know that there is an infinite source within us, but being aware of that, being aware of our feelings, our emotions, like, why am I carrying this emotion right now? It can be at in a family situation or at a work situation, with a friend situation. So when we need to be aware of our emotions, so to see whether we are in the vortex or outside the vortex. Some of us played the in and out game when we were young children. So like, when you're in or out. So maybe this is a thing that we can think in during the day. How many times are we in the vortex and how many times we are out of the vortex? And the next one is Abraham Hicks shared this great thing, like, a good practice for us every day, like a morning and night. We all know like our brain waves are like slow down, especially during the morning time when we wake up. It is a great time to meditate. So she highly suggests like meditating in the morning and before going to bed. So if you're like sleeping out of vortex and you wake up out of vortex, let's say I watched news, like with some news that is not a happy news, and I sleep with that in my mind, and I wake up with the same feelings, like, oh, this happened last night. And so I'm again like waking up out of the vortex, which does not like do any good, right? So meditating before going to bed and after waking up is a very good practice to regularly practice that, like meditating before and after going to bed. And law of attraction, this is one important thing she she constantly says, and we know there are a lot of masters that share this wisdom of law of attractions. Like attracts like. Birds of the same feathers flock together. We know that recently Patri sir's video has come, like, a youth asked him, like, what is law of attraction? He said in like one simple statement, birds of same feathers flock together, like attracts like. So whatever thoughts we are thinking, that is what we are attracting into our life. But we are, for example, if we are not thinking positive thoughts, but we want positive results into our life, it's not going to work that way. So, and she suggests like 2 different techniques here for law of attraction. Before going into the techniques, I want you guys to think about law of attraction in terms of 3 things: our thoughts, our words, and actions. For example, the thoughts, like, having like always positive or miraculous thoughts. Like we all know there are 4 kinds of thoughts: disastrous, negative, positive, and miraculous. So always being on this top 2, positive and miraculous. And we will talk about the other 2 too, like how we can get off those and make our way to miraculous thoughts. She shared a concept of focus wheels, which I'll be sharing just in a few seconds. So this is one important thing that we need to think about thoughts, like always having positive thoughts to help our day-to-day activities. Even though you don't see the situation, like for example, in terms of kids or in terms of your work or personal life, if you don't see that person is not something, it's not making you happy, then it is our problem, right? We know that it's not them, it's us that need to change. It has to come from within us. So changing our thought pattern. And words, using our words to the right context. There is this thing which we say, like passing the 3-filter test. Before saying a word, like uttering any single word, you make sure it is it useful? Is it truthful? Is it positive? So if it passes this 3-filter test, then you can use that word. And this comes with awareness, right? And awareness comes with regular practice of meditation. So this is a beautiful thing about words and thoughts and actions. So if we want to be like, peaceful, like, we want to be at peace, but we are creating non-violence by eating like meat or like, so that is where we need to think about, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm doing this, but I wanted peace in my life. How is it possible? So our actions being like, kind gestures to other people. So those are the 3 things for law of attraction. And the 2 techniques that Abraham Hicks shares is like a 17-second rule. Some of you might have heard about it. So when you focus on a thought, let's say you want something like a desire to manifest in your life. When you focus on a thought for 17 seconds, it activates that vibration. It just activates the vibration for the 17 seconds. But if you let it longer for at least 68 seconds, for a max of 68 seconds, then you are trying to attract more of those thoughts matching to this vibration. So vibration is like, as I told you earlier, like it's the frequency, right? Like, we have to tune into the right frequency. So maybe you can experiment this 17-second rule experiment, like a minimum of 17 seconds and a max of 68 seconds, focusing on the thought. And the second thing that she mentions is focus wheels. So focus wheel is nothing but, whenever like during your day, if you have like a negative situation or like an unhappy situation. So she said that she carries a gratitude journal, or not a gratitude journal, just a journal, and she carries a recorder. So whenever she experiences any kind of negative statement or a negative emotion within her, she immediately jots it down. And she thinks like, how can I come out of it? So this is one thing that we all need to think about is like, you cannot come from a disastrous thought to right away to miraculous thought, right? Like immediately jump off it. So if a merry-go-round wheel, like, is going with the full speed, you cannot hop onto it. You have to catch up with the momentum of the wheel. So in order to catch up to it, either it has to slow down and then you can hop onto the Ferris wheel or the merry-go-round wheel. So the same way, when you are having this a negative emotion or a negative thought in your mind, so what she suggests is doing a focus wheel, which is like a clock, like, how we have like 12 in our clock. So she asked to make a circle and then like do it into quadrants. So if you look into YouTube or like online, there are like bunch of templates. I couldn't find a template to show you guys. So you have to write in the middle of the circle your statement of intent. For example, let's say I'm not happy with a coworker at work. And if I say like, oh, they're not being supportive of what I'm doing at work, it's really frustrating for me. So then what I can think of in the middle of the statement is like how I'm attracting people who are supporting me in my life. I have a supportive sister that supports me. So I can write that one statement. So when I'm starting to dwell on that statement, like, this one person is supporting me in my life, then I'm like thinking about who else are supporting in my life. So then I like constantly shift my vibration that these people are supporting me. So I don't have everybody not supporting me. And then I constantly shift and I won't look at that coworker who is like, say, who I am thinking or is not supporting, that they will like, if I shift my vibration, then everything is going to be fine at the other end, right? It's all from us. It comes from our thought pattern. So like working on this focus wheel also helps. It can be a single negative thought or an emotion, but we need to make sure we are getting into that focus wheel of like, from a negative thought to a miraculous thought or a positive thought. So we cannot, as I told, like we cannot like right away catch up to it, but like in steps and increments, we can like try to get into that vibration. And these are some quotes about like wisdom of Abraham Hicks, like we create our reality. I know in PSSM, we always have that, like we know that we create our own reality through our attention and focus, right? So it's all our thoughts. The basis of life is freedom, and the purpose of life is joy. Like I said in the vortex, like when you are in the vortex, we are here to enjoy the life. We are here to come and experience and accept and experience that bliss. So the purpose of life is growth. So whether a situation can be in favorable to you or not in favorable, but when we get into that acceptance mode in the vortex, then our life becomes much joyful. And we are creators. We create with our own thoughts, and emotions indicate where we are creating, either consciously or unconsciously. So our emotions like resonate with the universe so well. Like you have all these positive thoughts, but if you're not feeling that positiveness within your, like in your body, then it's not going to work that way, right? You're going in two separate paths. Like your thoughts are positive, but you're not feeling that positiveness in your body. So making sure that we always have that emotions, like the positive emotion with us. And desirable physical manifestations such as money and real life lifestyle successes are all byproducts of like focusing on our thoughts. So these are all byproducts. They come like even health, right? So we know like when we practice regular meditation, the health is like a byproduct of it. It automatically comes. And we start enjoying our life to even like to a small little thing. I want to tell you this one simple example before we I think we have 3 more minutes. So they gave a beautiful example that I read online. Like this blind kitten is playing with like a small twist tie. And the person who is watching it is like really enjoying like how the blind kitty is like playing with that little tiny twist. So she is in the vortex because she's like trying to enjoy that small, cute little thing, right? But what if she's thinking about like, oh, why am I wasting my time sitting in this chair, like watching this kitty? Or why is my kitty blind? So all these things, again, you're out of the vortex. So trying to find those small things in our life where we can feel appreciated, where we can have that gratitude feeling always helps in our life. And the last one, I want to like just think about, the 9 days we are like doing this amazing program. So every single day, like, the first day, the goddess gives strength, courage, and composure, right? So this comes through regular practice of meditation. The second day is recognizing the nature of infinity, which is our vortex, which we talked about, being with our source energy, alertness, creativity, and then skills, innocence, courage, or compassion. And here we have healthier relationships, dynamism, wisdom, and finally comes the enlightenment, like perfection of and enlightenment. So this is very important for all of us with regular practice of meditation, that we are with the alignment with our source energy. How can we be in alignment with regular practice of meditation? Trying to also be aware of our thought process, our words, our actions. So that's all, my friends. This is just in a nutshell I had, but she has some amazing information. She has beautiful books, Ask and It Is Given, and there are other books too. So please look into it. And if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. Sirisha Garu, do you want to start the meditation?
Yeah, yes.
Let me share my meditation. Okay, friends. Relax your body. Sit comfortably. Hands into hands. Fingers into fingers. Gently lay them on your lap. Close your eyes. Observe your normal, natural breath. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. Friends, let's tune in to the natural rhythm of our well-being. Welcome to the doorway of your vortex. Your intelligent body is seeking alignment with our source energy at all times. Breathe in, breathe out. Gently release. Right now, your natural state is absolute well-being. By focusing upon good feeling thoughts, you are allowing yourself into the vortex. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's witness our normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. Let us allow our physical self to return into its natural balance. Feel the energy within you, all around you. Let us be with the rhythm of our breath. Your body is the reflection of the balance of your thoughts. Friends, affirm that you are a happy and miraculous being in alignment with your source energy. Vibrational beings. Our bodies are an extension of that non-physical source. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Let us all tune in to the frequency of our natural well-being. Go with the flow of your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. We are all energy beings. Feel your energy open and expand. Claim our power to tune in to the vortex, to connect with our source energy. us relax into our natural well-being. All is well. We have come here onto this planet with great eagerness and purpose. So let's explore. Let's connect with our inner intelligence. Our life is supposed to be good because we chose this platform. The appreciation comes Source feels for us is never ending and will wrap us in a blanket of worthiness. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Our life is serving well and providing the basis of expansion. Let us all be with the flow of our natural in-breath and out-breath. Let us all connect to our infinite, unlimited potential. Let's tune into it. With every new discovery and each new place we stand, our world is expanding. Your natural growing and finding balance every step along the way. last 5 minutes of our meditation, friends. Gratitude to our parents, our teachers, our mentors, our family, friends, every person that we encounter in this life who teaches us an experience. Express gratitude to the nature. All the small things in our life that are unknown. Fill your heart with a gratitude feeling, with love, appreciation towards everything and everyone. Let us always connect to our source energy so we can stay in a joyful state. Let us sit in silence for 2 minutes. Whenever you are ready, put your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And open your eyes with a beautiful smile.
Thank you, Sridevi Garu, for introducing a new age master, Abraham Hicks. Abraham means infinite intelligence. So daily we need to check ourselves. Are we in vortex or not? And law of attraction explained very well. And some more points. Yeah. And you talked about the 3 filters test. It's a very important test, my dear friends. Using our words to the right context, we through passing in 3 filter test. Is it useful? Is it truthful? Is it positive? Then when we pass, if we pass these tests, then only we can use the word. Beautifully you said, Sridevi Garu, and you played very, very nice music, very excellent music. Actually, I experimented what you said today. When we focusing on the thought in 17 seconds to 68 seconds, right? Then we attract the things from the universe. That I tried last 10 minutes of meditation. It's love vibrations. Really, really, I attracted love vibrations and shared to all mineral kingdom and plant kingdom, animal kingdom, and finally human kingdom. Really, I felt in very bliss state today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sridevi Garu.
Thank you, Sirisha Garu. If anyone have any questions, I would be happy to answer them.
Can you please raise your hands? Okay. It's a very, very deeper meditation today. Maybe they are all in meditation.